Hey guys, I'm here in the Flying Legends show and I'm about to fly a P-51 Mustang. What do you make for that? Oh yeah, and over there's a Messerschmitt 262. Just there.
As we inspect the plane, let's first talk about the particular history of this P-51, because it's always cool to know about it. So this was the second plane of Captain Noble Patterson. He flew 106 combat air missions over Germany from March 1944 to May 1945 as part of the 358 Fighter Squadron. Oh, before we continue, a B-17 is gonna taxi in front of us, so let's check that out.
Plus, you can hear this B-17 winding down, which is pretty neat. Listen to the brakes squealing and all that. Wow, look at the light on the bottom of that.
Wow.
Well, let's wait until the B-17 finishes and we start the engine, and as we taxi to the runway, we continue the story.
Okay, we're ready. We're gonna start.
Cool.
Clear. Clear, prop.
As we taxi to the runway, let's continue talking about the history of this plane. The main mission of the P-51D was to escort bombers to Germany and all the way back. But the secondary mission, as they told me, and it was where the squadron got all its glory, was to do machine gun runs over German airfields. And the 358th Fighter Squadron has the weird distinction of shooting more planes in the ground than in the air. How cool is that? Ooh, before we continue, to the left you can see the F-18s of the Blue Angels, which is the United States Air Force aerobatic squadron. If you want to see them doing crazy stuff, go to my last video and you can see them there. And if we look to the right, you can see a squadron of F-35, new stealth multi-role fighter. On the next segment of the video, what we are going to do is stop the Mustang and try the engine. This is the normal procedure to see if there's an engine failure. And then we're going to proceed to the runway, take off, and we continue talking while we are in the air. Yeah, Good times. Well, guys, what do you say about the 1200 horsepower of the Merlin engine inside this P-51 Mustang? What can I say? If you ask me personally, inside the canopy, you can hear a particular sound. I don't know if you guys notice it, but you know, it's something special. Well, let's keep on talking about the history of the plane. This plane achieved 3 combat victories in the skies of Germany. And if you look at the front of the plane, you can see the 3 Nazi symbols symbolizing those 3 victories. Captain Patterson survived the war, and he lives happily ever after in his ranch in North Dakota. A cool thing about this aircraft is that you can control the plane from the second seat with installing a quick stick, and here you can see the throttle, so you can actually pilot the plane from the back. And well, at this point, the pilot says you have control, and I was flying the aircraft. What are you going to see me doing is trying out the plane and the turning of the plane. I have to say that out of all the planes I have flown in my life, the P-51 was the most maneuverable one. It has an incredible amount of power, and if you pull a bit the stick, you can feel that G-force. You can see it here as I pull a bit, that the pilot in front, you know, just couldn't resist the force and almost dropped the phone. So yeah, quite a thing there. Maybe some of you don't know this, but when you're experiencing a lot of G's, there's a particular way of breathing because it gets heavy on you. So what you have to do is put your lower abdomen as hard as you can and try to breathe in short terms and exhale in short bursts, something like. And well, that's more or less like when a woman's giving birth, something like that. Well guys, so we can finish talking about the plane. The thing that you need to know is that this Mustang is not completely original. This is a restoration Mustang. So for example, the wings had to be completely redone, and there's some surfaces of the plane that had to be changed, and they changed the pieces with original pieces. So this is what it's called, a restoration by parts. What you do is that you get as many old parts as you can inside the plane and keep the original ones, and then there's some parts that you need to change every X amount of flying hours. For example, those are the wings. So yeah, the wings are new, but the rest of the plane, it's mostly or the original or parts from that age. For example, where I'm sitting, there should be a radio, there should be a fuel tank. But of course you don't need that right now because no one's going to fly to Germany. And well, apart from that, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give the phone to the pilot in the front, and we're going to get some shots from the nose, and then I'm going to have some fun, you know, and leave you guys to hear the engine and see me doing barrel rolls and stuff. And well, after 1 hour flying, we come back to the airfield. And I have to say thank to God, because doing all those barrel rolls and pulling all those G's, I was feeling a bit dizzy at the time. Well, I'm not gonna tell that to the pilot in front of me, because I could hold it, but yeah, I was a bit dizzy, you know. So well, that is that. And well, what we're going to do now is to lower the flaps and lower the RPMs of the engine. And contrary to the popular belief of my friends, you don't put your nose down and aim at the runway. What you do is you level the nose with the horizon and you just cut the throttle. And this way the plane could go down on a more controlled way than if you just point your nose down, because that will add a lot of airspeed to the frame, so it's not that easy to stop in the middle of the air. And well, here's where my story ends. I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, like it and subscribe, and well, if you like it a lot, I might do another video in another day. And well, if you want to see this video in Spanish, go to my other channel. And well, guys, leave you with the landing and hope to see you in the next video.